Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sick of Shit Broadcasting. I'm the host of this program, Mr. Sick of Shit, because, much like you, I am sick of the shit going on in this country and around this world. But, as I always say, we have to be more concerned about what's going on here. Excuse me, because this is where we live. I've been kind of sick for the last week or so. Had a stubborn upper respiratory infection. Sorry, that's why I haven't been on here much. Just haven't felt up to it. At any rate, it is sweltering out here. It's not even summertime yet, and we've already got summer heat. 91 degrees out here today. At any rate, folks, it is looking grim. I'm talking grim. Even my sister, who lives across the river in New Albany, Indiana, told me she has gone to two gas stations, the two nearest her, and both of them have told her the same thing that I was told by our gas supplier last week. They are out of gas, and they don't have any idea when they're going to get more. This is likely happening all over the country. Got news for you. Chances are very good if you're seeing out of service bags on pumps at gas stations, they are likely not out of service. They are likely on there because they are trying to ensure that they can get as much fuel to as many people as possible for as long as possible until they run out of gas. So they're trying to conserve it, make sure they can get it to as many people as they can until they run out. At any rate, I don't know what to tell you, except we're likely looking at $10 a gallon for people who have to go to work by the end of the summer. If we're lucky, maybe by the end of this year, but likely by the end of summer. A lot of people are just not going to be able to go to work. They're not going to be able to afford to, if they can even find gas to buy. That's where we're looking. If you're at my age or older, you remember the gas lines of the 70s. That was bad. People were getting shot because they were having to wait in the summer heat for hours at a time just to get gas. And then, sometimes, actually frequently, by the time some of these poor people managed to get to a pump, they were out of gas. After having, imagine what kind of reaction people are going to have today if we have the same thing happening again, and we likely will. Got news for you. Once diesel reaches $8 a gallon, which is what the trucks, the trains, the cargo planes and ships and everything run on, nothing is going to be moving anywhere. There won't be any food in the stores because these truck drivers, mainly, they're not going to be able to afford the fuel. A lot of them, most of them, are very likely going to go bankrupt, and they're just not going to be there for us. So I'm telling you, folks, you best get ready, because it doesn't look to me like it's very far off from happening. If you haven't started growing your own food, you need to start now. I would suggest getting plants instead of seeds, because you'll have a yield more quickly. You definitely want to get some goats, sheep, something small that's going to produce milk. Get you some chickens, some turkeys. You'll have eggs at least. They're far more beneficial the majority of the time for their eggs, because that's daily food most of the year. And start stocking up as best as you can, because if you haven't yet, you're going to have a hard time finding things that you need unless you go someplace like My Patriot Supply. I'm telling you, it's getting harder and harder to find whole cases of anything, depending on what it is. So, that's where we are. We're likely going to see serious layoffs very soon, especially in the retail industry, because that's basically all there is left. People aren't going to be able to get to work. And a lot of these businesses are going to fold because they're already struggling to survive because they don't have enough people. Hell, the vast majority of the time, I work alone, third shift, because nobody else is willing to work overnight. It's not easy working the rest of the time with all the crap we have to put up with out of these homeless addicts. At any rate, folks, get ready. Got way more than a bumpy ride ahead. Till next time, Mr. Stickershed, signing out.